Hey guys, well, today we've got a Hydroboost that we're going to tear apart, change the seals, and try to make happy. This is off of a 99 Suburban, 3/4 ton. It's basically been leaking from the inside, and it's soaking the floor with power steering fluid. This one, I kind of worked out the shaft because I have to get in here and change these seals, and frankly, those seals just are not going to go over this, highly customized shaft. So, I worked it out, pulled it with a slide hammer. This thing was already kind of cracked, so I think when I get it all back together, I'll probably, tighten it down, get just a couple little tacks on here to just hold it together. It is steel, the shaft's not going to come out when it's in there connected to the pedal. It's really just, there's no room for it to, so it's really not going to be a problem. So first thing, I just wanted to go ahead and yank off the accumulator. Started off just pushing in here. This one doesn't have a lot of spring pressure. Some of them are springs. This must be the gas version because I can just push it in easily with my hand, so it's not going to shoot out and kill me. Famous last words. Let's see what we get here. So we'll pull out the retaining spring. Yep. Yay, look, no death. I did get a kit. Once I find my kit, I'll remind you where I got it. And it's supposed to be the universal kit that just has everything to rebuild any Hydroboost that is out there. Now, I see all kinds of people that, they're like, hey, change your seals on the car and all that good stuff and do the easy way. But a lot of them skip this inner seal here. I guess they can because it's only leaking on the back half out between the master cylinder. In my case, not so lucky. So we're going to do the whole thing. So you'll see the whole thing. Yeah, see what all those parts are too. So, I almost think I had to get those out first. I don't know. Sure, why not? Let's start there. I think that screws out. Maybe not. Is there a clip? Oh no, there's a clip. Now I've got a jillion pics. Of course, they're all lost in my impeccable garage. Come on. Huh. Well, that one may take a screwdriver. My goal is to really get in here and change everything. I don't want to just do like, hey, this is the one seal that always fails and call it a day. So we're going to suffer. All right, that's going to take a different tool. And the different tool is not here. Yeah, that may work. Boy, that one does not want to come out. Am I missing something? Is there a nice easy hole? Don't see an easy hole. All right, well, great. I'm gonna cram this in the vise for a second, because I can. Well, that was fun. Sorry, you didn't get to see it. What I basically did, cram this pick underneath, and then I pushed down with a screwdriver to force it out over the pick, and then it pulled in, and I was able to get underneath it. So now that we're underneath it, we can yank it out. Easy as cake, right? Come on, get back down there. Okay, there's that. Yeah, see, there was a seal on there, so, you know, we want to change that. Spring. There's a check ball way down in there, I think. Let's find out. Maybe not. Okay. I forgot which way all the magical parts fall out. Okay. Now, I've done exactly none of these before, so we're in this together. Okay. This is where my bad seals are going to be. Yeah, not much to that. Yeah, those are they're pretty stiff. Okay. Looks like fun. I'm not sure if I welded that mess when it was all together or not. No, I was careful with the heating, but I really, you know, didn't have a lot of options. Okay, so this spring is behind the piston that's in here. Usually this seal in here is where everybody has leaking problems. Gotcha. Okay. That looked like fun. Not much going on there. I don't even see any seals. That seal. So I know this thing is supposed to have some tiny parts in here. So let's try to carefully remove that. Carefully. What? Alrighty then. Boy, there's really not a whole lot to these things. Well, my star came out, which isn't anything crazy. Just if you go sideways, it just pops right out. Probably just going to create more problems than I fix. Okay. So there's how that goes. Let's get that tiny little thingy in there. I think there's a check ball behind it. Just a little, it's like a little puck. Oh, okay, no, spring in a check ball. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, that is a tiny part. Would you get a look at that thing? It's like a speck of a ball. Great. Well, hang on, let's go find another pick. Come on. Push down, twist, work it in there. Let me get another one. There we go. Okay, this is how it was in there with the cup opening up. Oh, that's really rock hard too. And I wonder if there's more that comes out. Yeah, boy, there's really just nothing to these things. I tell you. Well, hope we find that part. way the cups are both facing inwards. Can't wait to put these back on. Sorry, trying to keep this in frame isn't exactly easy. So I probably should have done the inside one first so they can leapfrog over each other. So now I have to get this one over 2 holes or over the other slot. Don't let the pick slip and dig into your finger. Will not make for a happy day. Okay, that one wasn't too bad there. Next. Okay. All right, let's go find the kit. And that spring that I threw across the room. Which isn't good because it went where all the other springs I've dropped go and they disappear forever, never to be found. So, hang tight. All right, guys, let me catch up to where I'm at and jumped ahead a little bit. Had to get some things done, and you know, it is what it is. The videos take time, and there isn't always time. Or sometimes we just need to get it done and move ahead. One of the big things was I got the seals on the shaft here. I ended up taking a piece of 1/2-inch funny pipe and heated it up so it would fit over this, and then kind of twisted it so it'd be kind of pointy, and basically just lubed it up a little and just pushed the seals on and over. Did the first one first and then did it again. This went right over the first one and dumped it into the second slot. And that was that. This worked really good, straightforward, not a big deal, and just kind of pulls right off. So that was step one. Next thing I did was I did the seal inside here. I just pushed it in there with my fingers and set it in there. It was really easy. You know, the cup faces this way towards the center of the unit because that's where the pressure is going to be pushing. And then I got a 30mm socket that just fits in there. It's about the same diameter as the piston, so that way it'll kind of push on the seal, and then when I push the piston in, it should get it right over the seal without tearing the seal and, you know, basically making this a fruitless endeavor, because a lot of people, I think, probably tear the seal shoving the piston back in. Next, we have the like the accumulator, I don't know, accumulator pin or what have you. This is the one I pulled out, and my kit came with a whole unit like this. So my old one was actually broken because this part came out, and then the little cover came out, and then the tiny ball that's in there came out with a spring. Well, that's all supposed to be one unit, and mine isn't. And I'm glad I pulled it because underneath the unit, there was a hole. There's like a seal underneath there, and all the pieces were broken. It's kind of a weird little seal. It's got like an angle to it, but that goes in first underneath the yellow part. And then lastly, I got to put this piece back in. I put it in wrong, so I'm going to fix that right now. Basically, the smooth side with the rounded pin goes in, and then the side that faces out should be the pin sticking out, and almost looks like an old daisy wheel, you know, old daisy hot rod wheel. get the 3 different little sections. So I goofed on that. Here it is the wrong way. So let's get that bad boy out. I'm hoping I can just, well, not sure how that's going to go, actually. It went in so nice. Okay, there we go. Almost. Really isn't much to grab onto. Where did my other pliers go? These guys saved my bacon last time. These are some weird ass antique pliers I got at a yard sale. Kind of like an original channel lock. They're pretty trippy. Very different. So, okay, pin out, little daisy wheel facing out, round part on the inside. I'm actually going to throw a little more goop on there. Going to hold it together. Okay. Well, that would be the correct way. Also, long time ago, I did some transmission work, and I'm like, well, how do you hold the balls and things in the valve body when you pull it out? You got this assembly stuff. It's super thick, but it holds stuff together, and it just, as soon as it gets hot, it just melts. But it's really good to have around. There's a lot of uses. I'm just using it on some of the internal parts here. Make my life a little easier. I've gone through the kit for the most part. I ended up getting a kit from piratejack.com, and it included all kinds of stuff, and even it's supposed to be the one kit end all be all for everything. It's pretty good. There was still one seal I was missing, but it had, like, you know, 3 different sets of cups for the main input shaft, a couple output shafts. It included an extra star and the main seal, and then also some of these fittings which go inside where the hoses go. Mine doesn't have them because I have the other kind of hoses, but I guess if you're converting back or getting something, you know, moving stuff between years, you know, this might be something you need. Not me. And I changed the seal on the accumulator. I'm thinking this one's bad because they're thinking they should have more pressure than that. But anyhow, it's going to go back on. And that is where we're at. We have the servo here. I guess we can go ahead and throw the servo pin in. Everything's looking pretty good here. I do have some power steering fluid handy. I'm going to lube up some of the parts as we go back together when I don't need the sticky stuff. And this thing was kind of weird. There's just no parts in here. I guess there is. Well, it is spring loaded. There's a clip there. I don't see anything to change or anything sealing, but there is a ball in there. We'll just throw him back in here. Maybe. All right. Give that an extra little shot of cleaner. Again, it's really surprising how much there isn't very much involved with these things. Okay, let's throw some lube on our shaft here. Okay, so I guess the trick is going to be to get that on the servo pin. And then we also need to get the new seal in here for this guy, for the main body. Pretty straightforward. I'm just going to put a little goo on these points. And we'll throw some goop on the I don't know, cup, whatever. Piston, there we go. Throw that on the piston. You know what I'm going to do, because I can, I'm going to go ahead and let's just put all this together first, this side. There we go. Come on. Right. Okay, well, that's not going in how I wanted. Let's see how bad it is. Oh, I think it's really close. There we go. Just a gentle push. Fantastic. All right. Make sure my other pin is still in place. Hey, almost like I know what I'm doing. I guess that's maximum install there. Boy, that goes right out to the edge of the lip seal. Alrighty then. Get more screws in here. Interesting. Okay, torque to precision. Nope. Okay. It's always a term. There's some things like these that are kind of a pain. It's like a monkey fucking a football. I didn't invent that term, but I do enjoy it. Well, I guess the C-clamp is going to help a little here. Or any clamp. Doesn't have to be a C-clamp in this case. Yeah, that seems like it should have some more tension on it. I'll look it up. It's easy enough. I can always change it on the vehicle later on. Come on. Well, that sucker just does not want to go. Ah, look at one. That little tiny clip. Yeah, it's funny. When it's in there, it just kind of disappears. All right, looks good. Yeah, let me look for a fresh O-ring. The kit didn't have this O-ring for whatever reason, but it looks like, I think I already dealt with this before, and I just used an AC O-ring. Close enough. Yeah, there's nothing in here for that. I think they have a new spring for it, a spring clip. Hang tight. Okay, so here we have this spring. I put my new O-ring on there. Come on, there we go. That went in pretty good. Oh, cool. Just kind of sitting there. Work it around to the front. There it is. Okay. Cool. Now I know I have this spring here. And this part, which actually, which way does that go? I forget. Okay, the white part goes on the inside. I dropped this thing the other day. It took me forever to find it. Okay. Goes this little star spring. Interesting, it goes out. I would think it would go the other way. That's pretty straightforward. Just turn it a little bit and get it in this slot, and you're good to go. Sweet. Okay, I forgot for a minute that we need to get the shaft back in the front of this thing. So I'm going to put this down to catch the plunger, because I'm going to have to bang on this thing a little bit. Your accumulator out of the way. Yeah. Good. Glad this is tight. This is good. There it is. Well, I don't see that coming out. Well, just for giggles, we're going to try to swedge those a little bit somehow. What are you looking at? I can't even tell what you're looking at. Well, close enough. Okay. Okay, I think I'm happy with that. Good. All right, I'm ready for some fun. It's all bolted in. I got the pedal underneath connected. Should be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and fire it up. I'm going to stand clear because I've heard if it goes wrong, it can shoot the pedal out the inside of the car, and I certainly don't want to be there for that. So I'm going to fire it up. We'll run the wheel side to side, and I'll use a stick to press on the brake, and let's see what happens. Get you some of that 215 horsepower of 6.5 diesel. Okay, just kind of purge the wheel. Right, left, back to center. Okay, brake push. Oh, what was that? Did you hear that? Maybe that was just something seating in the accumulator. Let's hope for the best. Alright guys, I took the truck for a test drive and it works just fine. So mission accomplished. It's no longer spitting fluid out on the inside. I presume that boom was just something seating on the inside, and off we go. But all seems good, no leaks, good brakes, yay. So off to the next adventure. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Appreciate you.